Hello again everybody, welcome back to some more Landric Plays Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we came up against the devil. The devil himself offered us a deal that we could not refuse, and unfortunately he got our soul into the bargain, so we failed and died, or were eternally enslaved, or something else horrible. However, I think I know of a way to get around that, but it is going to require a little bit of preparation. So we will see, and we will move on to the tower. A sorceress is besieged by Empire soldiers. Rumour has it she holds knowledge significant to the Emperor. Ascend the sorcerer's tower, guarded by levels of traps and strange magic to find the answers you seek. So we need to appease the stone gatekeepers with food, combat the Empire, and chance card gambits. Okay, so who do we take with us? Let's take Ariadne, because chance cards. As a result, let's take the mechanical oddity one. We'll take the market frost. We'll take the mystery chest. That sounds fun. Food. Food. That is a good point. Let's filters, resources, food. So we're allowed one platinum card. Doesn't the maiden give us food? She does. We'll put that in. Let's just... There we go. Just quickly put that in, because... Yeah, gain resource. But let's look at specifically food, so we'll do the Fabled Beast. Raider's Ambush, maybe? Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies? No. Let's do the Wetland Ambush, because that lets us... Wait, what does ambush do? Chance for an ambush. Equipment cannot be changed before... Oh, okay. Let's go for the One Drunken Knight, because that usually has a bunch of food and gold, even if it is a bit of a nightmare to deal with. And then, what other interesting things do we want to add? Forgotten Dreams, Replay and Encounter, Fetid Fens, The Cunning Man. Scouting Party, we don't know what that does, so I guess let's grab it and see if we can find out at some point. Anything else that we really want? I don't know. We've got all of these ones, so let's try and grab something with a token, just because, why not? Mage's Workshop, maybe? Yeah, fine. We'll go for that. We'll figure out what the quest is like, and then we'll arrange or rearrange our deck accordingly. So, combat with the Empire. So we're probably going to want some more heavy weapons. So let's go for the Harvest Blade, and that's got a food bounty as well, which is always pretty good. Marksman's Bane as well, because against the Empire is always good. Probably no shields if we're going to focus on heavy weapons though. Bloodletting Vial, nope. This one is good for food, so I think we'll take that with us this time. The Frostbolt, because why not? It's always fun to have a crossbow type thing. Pillager's Pride, Reaper's Arrow can't take with us. Sapper's Bolt, Thorn Shell, Will of the Emperor. Let's take the Armour of Gluttony. We'll try and use less food. We'll take the Champion's Plate Mail as well, because heavy armor's always pretty good. Spiked Bone Guard? No. Let's go for the Imperial Helm, because we don't know what that does yet. Gambler's Hood? No. Oh, actually, that's a point. The Imperial Armor, where is it? That's good at chance cards, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's swap that out for the Champion's Plate Mail instead. And then... Faith, Dark Grove Ring, Extinguisher, Forest Guardians, Gambler's Jewels, always good. Wasn't one of these particularly good at food? There we go, Ring of Food. Let's grab that as well, why not? Oh, we've still got quite a few more things we can take, so let's maybe just take an extra weapon or so. Just to pad out our deck with a few more nice weapons. And then maybe another artifact. Cry of Victory, the Dead Man's Hand. Ah, Empire's Burden, that's probably a good one to take. And then... Don't know. Let's take the thorn shell, just because we don't know what it does. Starting supplies, let's go for questing mace again, because I quite like that token. I want to see where that quest leads. Start with some leather armor, so we take slightly less damage. And what does Fate's Path do? It reveals the map, and that lets us summon skeletons. You know what, let's just start with some extra food. If we're going to need food, we'll do that. Okay, and then let's jump right into it and see how far we get.
The blasted tower has been long the symbol of mankind's folly, of things coming to an end. We have not yet reached our conclusion, yet we creep closer with each step. The blasted tower is the home of one who can answer your questions. I do not think she will appreciate you calling, however.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be delighted. We'll have tea and cakes and, you know, plot the overthrow of the Empire or whatever. An encampment of Empire soldiers surrounds the base of a colossal tower. With picks and hammers they gradually chip at the black stone. An older soldier greets your approach. Captain Hardwick of the 6th Legion, what is your business here? What's in the tower? No clue. There is a door at the first landing that will not open unless you provide an offering of apples to the gargoyle statue. Moreover, it permits only one soul to pass through. All the men I've sent through the door have not returned. Okay, why are you chipping away at it? Captain Hardwick is taken aback and then laughs. You are posted here to find a man who seeks to bring down the Empire. Oh, we were posted here to find a man who seeks to bring down the Empire. You're a man, maybe it's you. He chuckles incredulously before continuing. They say the traitor is hidden in this tower, betrothed to the sorceress within. Of course, they didn't think to tell us the tower is a death trap. I've lost many good soldiers in there. Okay, let us in. I sent far too many men into the Maker-forsaken tower, and they never return. So far as I'm concerned, you're welcome to it. I've sent word to the capital that this is a doggone accursed mission. Haven't heard back, of course, so Mervyn over there suggested we topple the tower with force. Behind Hardwick, a soldier hammers at the rock in frenzy, a manic grin on his face. Mervyn loves breaking things. Okay. So... Alright, so there's 0 of 4 tower levels, 10 of 20 food toll, 6 new lands before the tower falls. I see, so we have to go out and explore... So once we've got enough food, we can enter the tower. If we explore new lands, then presumably, eventually they'll just smash the tower to pieces. So let's explore around the tower.
Under the usurper, the world fills with the untalented.
In the forest, a man in embarrassing green tights is casually preparing a human-sized net trap. He waves cheerfully as you passed. We have insufficient food and gold. Okay. So I assume he'd steal all of our stuff if we... Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's doing those on purpose so we can see that they're around there. Okay, Fable Beast, so we want... Ariad needs help. Let's see if we can double our success here. Okay, not a huge success, but a success. So let's see how many foods we can acquire. Quite a lot. Perfect. So we get 4 fame, 5 food, 3 food, 3 food. Okay. Ah, so we don't have you with us currently. Not a problem. So the problem is the further we explore...
Fame, of course, is a sword that cuts both ways. There are times when one would rather not be known.
The further we explore to find more food, the less food we have because we have to eat it as we go, which isn't ideal. You pass through a village, just another adventurer, the villagers nod kindly as you pass. But if we were famous, that would probably be bad. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. But she'll be back next turn, and then we can maybe go for that as well. Band of thugs. We break a twig, the noise falls silent. Okay. Well, no, we won't take your help because we want to borrow you for the next one. Success! A pair of Empire soldiers poke their heads out of a tent and gasp at your presence. Kill him, shrieks one, his mouth ringed with chocolate. The general can't know we're trading our weapons for sweets again. Okay. What would happen if we failed? Well, we'll find out, won't we? Because I'm sure that is going to crop up at least once more, and I don't think we're going to be that lucky twice. Ariadne, if you could just go smash, that would be great.
Need some for me?
Yeah. There's plenty to go around, don't worry. There we go. Just throw ourselves at that guy. Pow. So if we can defeat, I think, is it 15 enemies in one encounter or something like that, then we get the token from this in the next part of that quest, which I think is from way back when we were looking at the, what was it, the burning forest or something. So I've still no idea how that's going to turn out, and I'm just wondering whether Ariadne gets credit, or rather whether we get credit for the kills Ariadne gets. So maybe we don't actually want her to finish people off. The mage pokes her head out of the tent and notices the dead bodies. Alright, look, we don't have time for this. Here. She throws a sack of something at you. Hey, 15 max life. Don't follow us. The mage waves her arm, and the tent, along with the mage and sundry, disappear into nothingness. So we get some fame, which is going to make those cards harder, I guess.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
Okay, so we've seen this card before, and this is the first part of Ariadne's quest to rebuild her father's forge. Can we persuade... okay, let's use your help to duplicate this, and then we'll see if we can fix that forge with this particular oddity. Success! I will sell it to you for 50 gold. We don't have that gold. I refuse to pay that much. Failure. 70 gold. No, we can't. Okay. Knock her out and take it. The other customer's persuading the store step in. What are you doing? You leave the poor mariner in... No, it's okay. Let's reroll this one. I don't think we'll make it, but you never know. Yeah, definitely not if we roll like that. Okay. Toothless, grubby gentleman shakes his fist at you. Leave this neighborhood in peace. What do we have? Yeah, why would we want to do that? Let's just head off. We'll come back with more gold one day. Aha. So this might be a way we can gather some food. If a couple of scratches as well. Once again, I'm going to complain about the camera angles of this goddamn dungeon, but, you know, we'll do what we can. So we want to gather as much food as possible, and I can't see any. Great, that's not a fantastic start. Can we... Oh, there's some food over there. There is some gold over there. Let's go this way then, and then we'll decide whether we want to go back. Ouch. Off to a flying start there. And again. Okay, so we got two whole food. Oh boy. Is there any more food down there? No, just gold. Gold, gold, gold. That's... I mean, there's no point going through all of this just for the 2 food, so let's try and... ouch. Try and get our money's worth, so to speak. Of course, the more health we lose doing this, the less worthwhile it becomes. Oh, ouch. Let's wait for it to spin around. Oh, that didn't go well. We need these both to align at the same time. Yeah, like that. Oh boy. I mean, we've got plenty of extra max health, so it's not the end of the world if we take a little bit of damage, but as always, the more health we've got at the end of it, the better. Is there anything we've missed this way? Can't really see, of course. Okay, let's just grab the gold and go, I think, then. So we've got 2 food, which basically means we've got a net profit of 1 food because we had to eat 1 to get here. So I guess we're going to have to explore further, which means we can't quite make it to the tower. Ah. Okay. Still not enough food and gold to trigger this. Aha, but we are infamous. It's the mercenary that was at the burning of Braden. No, we're not. Submit to trial by fire? What? Villagers refuse to believe you protest your innocence. Will you submit to trial by fire, murderer? If it comes to combat, killing the villagers will surely make you even more notorious. But we kind of want fame. Ow. Oh, okay. I didn't realise this is what they meant by trial by fire. Okay, do we go for the gold or do we go for the silver? Gold! Nope. Dramatic failure. So I guess they just burn us alive. The fire builds quickly at your feet. You wait for the villagers to do something, but they wait transfixed. Flames lick your legs, searing you. Your anguished writhing unravels the rope and you roll away from the blaze. So we lose 15 life. Lose another 15 life. The villagers shout fearfully and brandish their pitchforks. You draw your weapon with reluctance. So now we have to fight them and the Empire as well. Goodness gracious me. Okay. Well, we'll do what we can and we'll see how it goes. At least we've got and hey, the more people we fight, the closer we get to acquiring that token. So we'll just bop the Empire first, I guess. So we'll have to bash them, and then we can get through their armor like that. And then flying tackle, pow. Oh, there's a lot of attacks coming in at once there. Bop you as well. Pow! Just make sure you're finished off so you don't get up. Chuck you over there, so you're out of our way. And then maybe we can just like bash the farmers so they're not dead. Although I'm still not sure, like if we're already famous enough that that we're getting attacked by them, maybe we don't. I don't know. Or maybe next time they attack us it'll be even worse, so perhaps we want cards that reduce our fame or something like that. Or at least we don't want to build it up as much as possible. Or maybe we go totally the other direction and we go for cards that increase our fame massively but then give us a payoff for it. Like, for example, the what is it? The hammer. The magical hammer that requires a whole bunch of fame. Oh wait, no. Sorry. What happens if we just bash you to death? Like, can't do that. Maybe if it finishes you off? No, okay, it just kills you. Alright. Can we... Nope. Can't just knock you out, so... Well, terribly sorry. So that's going to increase our fame, or our infamy. And we'll see what happens. So the villagers run away. I don't think we got any fame. Alright, let's go this way.
Even as the Empire closes down, as each piece becomes more isolated, still the gates open. Nothing can be kept silent forever.
Why are we on a carriage ride? Well, we succeed anyway. You see the tower in the distance. The sound of Hardwick's soldiers chipping down its walls echo even here. Perhaps if we fail, then they actually work faster or something like that.
I cannot tell you how much pleasure it gives me that those frauds who pretend to power now fall under the threat of Imperial justice.
Step right up and marvel at the chest of many wonders, shouts a man draped in a colourful cloak. You there, warrior, he says, pointing in your direction. Pay to play, there's plenty to gain. Let's ask about the rules before we step in. I'm glad you ask, it's very simple. You guess what's in the chest, and if you're correct, you keep the contents, and guess again, but if you're wrong, it's game over. Alright, let's pay 4 gold for a shot at this. And we will guess food, because we want food. And there's gold, so we don't keep it, and we don't get to guess. Never mind.
Here is a man with a particular set of powers turned to mere trade. He ought to be bending the powers of the universe to his will, and instead, he serves you.
Let's ask him to enchant our armor with something that will give us food. Hey! And it changes it into the Armor of Gluttony, which we don't have enough fame to wear. Still, that's quite handy. Confused thief. Oh no! We're in a trap. Do we have too much gold? You wouldn't mind if I share your wealth with those less fortunate, would you? No, I honestly wouldn't. Don't take the... Wait, hang on, what? We might get gold out of this. Well then. Hey, would you look at that? Which gives us fame and the armor of gluttony, which we will gladly wear, which means gain 2 food or 1 food in endless after every encounter. Or at least every encounter where we get a gain card. Counting on his fingers, he finally... What? Interesting. He moves to release you from the net, but stops chiding himself. He uncomfortably bids you farewell, leaving you alone to disentangle yourself. Okay. Hey, we got 2 food. So we're going to lose some food, but now our armor of gluttony should helpfully give us a little bit more. And another success. Excellent. So we're going to have to fight some... Oh. Anarchists and skeletons. Another thief brandishes their weapon frantically. No, leave them alone. Just because they're skeletons doesn't mean they did nothing. Oh, that's kind of sweet. I don't want to kill their skeleton friends. I mean, I guess we're going to have to. And, you know, they are skeletons, so they are probably evil. Alright, let's, I guess, deal with these folks first, because they're probably slightly more dangerous. Oop, okay, never mind. Let's just smash our way through the skeletons, just because they're going to go down much quicker. Oh. Okay, we're slightly on fire, which is not ideal. We're spreading out our attacks a little bit thin, but it's just going to have to be the way it is. Taking a fair amount more damage than I should be. There's a lot of things that we need to be dodging in this encounter. But the more we whittle them down, the less there is to dodge, so that's, he says, missing a dodge. Blocking with this mace is pretty slow, so I think rather than trying to parry everything, I'm just going to, even though I just parried right there, just going to try and dodge and roll and all of that good stuff. Okay, there we go. Skeletons and anarchists defeated. Do we get a gain card from this? Because I mean we also get food. Alright, the mage chucks something at us. So do we get the Empire's Burden or the Gambler's Jewel? Let's get the Gambler's Jewel. We get a little bit of gold, which means we get a little bit of fame, and then that means we get some food as well. Perfect.
Will you aid the Empire? Leave them lost, I say.
Let's trade information. Silver Deer and Infamous, so we can avoid this one, which is good. Don't get a token for it, so I guess we have to have more stuff there. Ask for supplies, there we go. 7 food. Excellent. And that gives us even more food there. So we could... Well, we'll go to the tower first.
You are not the only one who would seek to ascend. Not in any sense.
Ah, I see what you did there. So I'm going to skip this card because I think this symbol means it's part of this particular quest or encounter. So we'll probably see it again on the next level. So let's enter the tower before we lose all of our food somehow. Let's go up. So we'll appease the gargoyles. So the first landing and the first door. True to Hardwick's word, the wooden door lacks even a handle and your attempts to kick it in are futile. There is a stone gargoyle beside it, its hands outstretched and its mouth a gaping grin. Let's give it some food. You hear ancient gears in the walls click to life, and the handleless door swings open. You enter, but as Ariadne goes to follow you, the gargoyle's eyes flare red, and stone door slams shut. No amount of pushing manages to budge it, the only way is up. You venture up the stairs and prepare yourself for whatever's in store. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so here's all of the traps. There's some food, there's some gold. Oh, no. Okay, so let's go be greedy slightly. Get some food. And let's be greedy this way as well, because why not? Just trigger that so it doesn't get me on the way back. And then if we go like this, that wasn't too bad. Let's just trigger this and run away, and then get the gold, and then going back this way. There we go, we can slip in here. And then as it swings back around, I'll dodge right into that. There we go. And then this one. And then pow! Easy peasy. Nothing to worry about at all. So we go down the stairs, or up the stairs, I guess. So where are we now? Relieved, you pass through the trap level's exit. There is a stone lever by the exit glowing with silver light. You take the risk and pull it. A wreath of silver light passes through you and you feel a strange sensation in your kneecaps, and you watch your coins disintegrate, only to be replaced by other coins? Bizarrely, you sense that your notoriety has changed. So we lose 57 gold, but we gain 57 fame. Oh, in fact, so our gold and fame have been switched. You wonder whether there is a pattern to the silver light's magic. Pulling the lever appeared to have deactivated the traps. It is now safe to journey up to this point.
Who is it who dwells atop this tower? And why do they strive so to keep you out?
As you ascend the stairs, you pass a dimly lit landing, empty save for a primitively hewn stone bear sat in the centre. Let's approach the statue. Close up, the statue's eyes are bored so deep into the stone that they resemble dark, endless pits. There is an inscription etched upon its snout. I laughed and she cursed me. I walked for an age to see her weeping. I felt fury as she kissed her lover. Grant me the face of my last hour. Interesting. I guess an angry face? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it's in the order that the riddle is in, then it's an angry face, right? Because I felt fury. But that seems far too easy. Grey gas pours out of the statue's eye holes, flooding the room. Not quick enough, you breathe a little in. You cough wetly into your hand. It's blood. Okay. You hurry down the stairs away from... Okay, return to the bear statue. Make a sad face? The statue crumbles to dust. You arrive at another handleless door and the distant sound of blades heralding more traps beyond the threshold. Beside it, another stone gargoyle. Remember your promise, you head down and report. He notes it down and lets you on your way. Okay, let's enter the tower. Oh, we need more food, I see. How about this way?
A splash of silver and an opportunity to mold the world to your liking.
Okie dokie. Will this grant us food, or is it going to be a magic deer? Offer it some cake. I feel like, given how valuable food is to us, let's lose some food, because that will hopefully get us something extra special. We'll offer it some cake, and then we'll murder it, and then eat it. And then we'll get lots of food, right? That's
nicely timed.
Yeah. You offer it a spice cake. After sniffing for it a while, it nibbles it, allowing you to pet its warm, speckled fur. The silver light surrounding the deer spreads to your arm until it engulfs you as well. You feel a strange... Your coins become baked potatoes, and your rations turn to silver. Oh hey, it swaps those around. Well, okay. I mean, not quite how I expected, but perfect. Let's enter the tower again. And let's go straight up to the gargoyle.
How easily will you pass the traps put there to stop you?
And let's go through another array of traps. So I've no idea what the bear was about. Perhaps if we'd left... So it crumbled to dust, so maybe if we'd have ignored it, it would have come alive and eaten us or something equally horrible like that. Okay, doing this in reverse is going to be a little bit irritating, isn't it? Especially as we can't move the camera further than this. Hooray! Okay. Yeah, we couldn't see that. Fancy that. Okay, so we can go that way and get some health, that way and get some food. I think given how low our health is, we'll go this way. Is it just me or... Interesting. So these things are normally red. They look a different colour now. Does that mean they're going to instantly snap me? I haven't got enough health that I really want to find out, so let's just dive across them and see what happens. Oh, no, not into the statue. Avoid the fireballs. There we go. Okay, no, same as before. I guess it's just a slightly different colour. There we go. I don't know how we get through this. Like that! Perfect. Alright, let's clear some of these out. And then we'll dive over this one like that. And then, hey, a health potion, 20 health. That will probably get us through the rest of this dungeon. Still not quite confident enough to guarantee it, but hey. Oh, there we go. Ouch. What's this way? Do we go back for the food? I don't think we do. Given that it was only like 2 food last time. Ouch. And that we'd have to do all of the traps backwards probably wouldn't make it worth our while. So we'll just take what we've got and run, and then we'll see what weird trickery happens with our resources swapping around this time. Okay, so we get a little bit of gold, more silver light, and another strange sensation as you watch your rations transform into freshly baked veg. Wait, so huh. Okay. So we have no end of food now.
More traps. More questions.
Suddenly you hear a shriek like a banshee and a dark shape comes rushing down the steps towards you. Dodge out of the way. You lay flat against the wall as the dark shape rushes past into the light. You recognize the sigil of the Empire in the split second before its head snaps around to reveal a soldier. Her face gaunt and pale, her eyes wide. She waits, coiled with tension at the bottom of the stairs. Let's speak to her. She shakes her head violently as if trying to dislodge an unwelcome thought. A voice cracked from disuse rasps from her. Mariam? Let's be honest. No, she begins to cry, her tears cleaning tracks down her dusty face. You quickly note what's further up the stairs, another gargoyle, before guiding the weeping soldier gently out of the tower. Captain Hardwick's surprise at the soldier's return to camp is replaced by a mask of pity and fear as she alternates between mistaking her fellow soldiers for Mariam and weeping uncontrollably. Hardwick stops you before you go. Here, she has no use for it now, and you saved her. As much as she could be saved. Okay, that is quite useful.
There is nothing possible without healing. You and I must heal more than ourselves. We must heal this world.
I'm going to explore around the tower. We've got plenty of food, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to camp and just use the potion straight away. And just get ourselves back up to, not quite full health, but as much health as we can. And you know what? We might also, given that we've got a ridiculous amount of food and it's about to be switched into something else, let's cook a little bit of food as well. So we'll cook some food. In fact, you know what? Let's just get right back up to 99 out of 100, probably good enough. So we'll break camp, and we'll go here, and then we'll go back here. So let's go up into the tower again, and we'll appease the gargoyles with all of our food. More ancient gears, more traps. Let's see what happens this time. I mean, that bit at least was smooth as butter. Let's see what happens and what awaits us at the other end of the traps. Okay, this is going to be a bit nasty. Nope. Okay, so there's that. And then that. And then that one. We walked into that slightly. Okay. There's quite a lot of health at the other end of this one, actually. And nothing else at all. So I guess we'll go straight there, because why not? That seemed very easy. Maybe we didn't need to use all of that health after all. Oh well. I mean, it's certainly never a bad thing to have it, and in fact this will probably bring us back up to... yeah, there we go. Interesting. I wonder if those dungeons are randomly generated or whether it's designed to be like that on purpose. Maybe we need that health because we're about to face something horrible at the top. Alright, we pull the lever, we get the silvery light, more strange sensations, and our coins disappear. Notoriety and things have changed, but we still have lots and lots of food.
The end is in sight. Or is it?
As you climb, you notice more and more vines breaking through the tower masonry. You reach the next landing and your jaw drops. Somehow, growing from the stone is a huge tree. It seems ancient. Craning your neck, you see its branches disappear high into the darkness above. Do we ignore the strange dungeon tree? No, of course we climb the tree. You navigate the twisted branches, you feel like a child again. Dim light filters peacefully through the leaves, dappling the tower in a warm glow. Hanging from a branch you spy a pear, glowing with a familiar silver light. I don't want to risk losing our food. Actually, we're going to climb back down. So we've got another gargoyle, we go back down. He notes it and lets us go about our way. So we go straight back up the tower. You return to the tower and find the Empire camp empty. Cursing, you realise that Captain Hardwick and his soldiers have decided to ascend the tower. If they find the sorceress, they'll surely kill her.
Mages have always had to deal with fear. The usurper has organized an inquisition to put an end to us. He has not succeeded yet.
Though no hungry gargoyles bar your way, the traps have been powered up again. You grit your teeth and enter the first trap level once more. You must reach the top of the tower before it's too late.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
Well, we don't have any other artifacts, so there's nothing to swap it out for, but... Okay, so I don't know whether we're actually against the clock, or whether there's some other mechanism. Aha, okay, there is. Okay, so we're just going to run for it. We've got plenty of health. Let's not worry about anything else. We're just going to try not to get hit by too many of these, because that's going to... what's the word? Slow us down every time we get knocked back. But we won't fret about losing too much health. We'll just get to the top, we'll bash the Empire, and we'll be fine. No time to waste, you go straight back up the stairs, so we load another... I feel like there's going to be a lot of loading screens for this little bit. I don't know whether our time's going to reset though, that's what I'm slightly curious about. Are we going to pick up where we left off, or are we going to... Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we have the same amount of time we had last time, so let's not dilly-dally. So go this way, go this way, and like that. And then we're just going to dive through here, around this one. Oop. Take a little bit of damage, waste a little bit of time, but we are going to get there as fast as we can. There we go, straight up the stairs, and straight through the door. So I think I feel like we're making good time. I don't think those little knockbacks are slowing us down too much, but whether it'll be enough to get through the next... Is it 2 floors? I assume 2 floors, or is it just the final one? Alright. Certainly the final one that we've seen so far, but presumably there's another one behind that gargoyle at the top. Let's see what happens. Okay, here goes nothing. So I imagine we're going to take a little bit of damage for this one, but... Yep, there we go. And then just jump straight over it, go back over this one. Aha! And so this is why there was that health at the end of this level, because we're going to need it to take on the Empire. And hey, guess what? We're back to full health. And we've got loads and loads of time remaining, so even if there is another level after this, we'll be just fine. Go us! Alright, what's at the top? Past this door, you go ever upwards to the next gargoyle. You find the way clear and the door is ajar. You push past it, but it does not lead to another trap level. A cold breeze buffets you. You are outside, being pulled this way and that by the winds. If you fell, it would be your death. Stairs loop around the tower, leading upward, surely to the top. You reach the top to see an old-robed woman restrained in ropes, Captain Hardwick holding a sword to her throat. There is no pity in his eyes as he looks to you, only wild fear. Back, you have been corrupted by mage filth. Unnatural, dangerous, filth. His voice rises shrilly as he lifts his sword for the executioner's blow. You leap forward and parry his strike. Alright, here we go. Time for the bashing and the smashing. So we're on full health, we've got a nice heavy bashy weapon, we've got some upgraded armour, and we've got Ariadne with an anvil on a stick. I think we're probably fine. Respected by his soldiers, a family man with a fondness for fishing, and now one of you will die. Well, that's morbid. Generals cause damage to an area when they sound their horns, use of aid, blah 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 blah. Alright.
look interesting. And someone's gonna pay for that.
So I think we're just going to bash our way through as many of them as we can. There we go, just keep blocking this. Super special smash attack. And we'll set Ariadne off on them while we finish this guy off. We'll just try and mop up these minions before they can cause too much damage to us. Like that. And you as well. Bash you, so we do a little bit of extra damage. In fact, can we bash you for extra damage as well? We can! Perfect. Let's see if we can do it to you as well, because why not? It certainly can't hurt, or at least can't hurt us, but it can hurt you. So she's just gonna wail on him. Dodge that pistol, and then pow. Finish him off. Ooh, that looks painful. So, did we save the sorceress? That's the question. You begin to untie the old mage. She stares, unblinking. You are the one that will kill him. So ask who she is. I am the sorcerer atop the tower. She doesn't appear to have anything else to say on the matter. Emperor? She licks her dry, wrinkled lips. Is that what he calls himself now? The sorceress becomes frustrated at your clear confusion. The game of life and death, boy. He controls it now, and the land weeps for it. The north is burning. Peasants are forced to leave their homes and wander until they starve. Have you not seen the slave ships sent south? They creak, filled to the brim with his own children. He will force the world into submission if he must. She turns to you, voice low, and he wants to kill you. The Reaper. This Hardwick man. Yes, yes, the sorceress grasps your hand in hers. He wants to slice your head from your shoulders, to flay your skin and burn you alive, but you evade him at every turn. Do you not feel it in the air? The land rebels against his iron grip. The sorceress sweeps her arms high as a deep rumble fills the sky. The High Priestess will soon descend from the mountain on the great beast as her people's last hope. The mages brew anarchy. The blight grows stronger every day. Soon the very sea will turn red. This will not end unless he is... It's not going to turn out to be him, is it? No. We're banding up to defeat the usurper. It must be the usurper that's to blame for all of this. Her head snaps to you, suddenly suspicious. What will you do if you face him? I intend to win the game of life and death. No good can come of this. No man was ever meant to command the game. Heed these words. Before Callus there was another, and before him another, and another before that. Her dry wrinkled hands grab yours. Swear to me if it comes to it. Her eyes are blacker than night. Smash it. Burn the throne. Split the game down the middle, so none may sit at the table again. I don't think they'll appreciate that, but let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so for reaching the final act of the Sorcerer's Tale, Silver Deer, Fairy Ring, and the Mystical Island. So we've seen the Silver Deer, but we haven't seen these. We'll see what happens for those. We also get some more equipment. Always good. And for reaching the top of the Sorceress' Tower, presumably saving her, we get the Unimpressed Farmer, the Confused Thief, and the Demon Array. Okay, that looks like it'll be interesting. But of course, that is going to have to wait until the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I will see you back here for when we move on. Thanks for watching, everyone.